Sharper Point Commentary, presented by Schwartz Laser Eye Center.
Yesterday, I said in my commentary that the folks who have been critical of Kamala Harris's lack of border visits need to give her some credit now that she's headed to the border, specifically a really tough part of the border located at Douglas, Arizona, where the mayor told Jamie West and me is a place where people crossing the border don't go to surrender to Border Patrol all peacefully looking to be caught.
In our area, we don't receive the asylum seekers. We are capturing 18 to 30-year-old males dressed in camouflage with backpacks, not trying to be apprehended.
With God knows what in their backpacks, headed to God knows where. It's why Douglas Mayor Donald Hewish says what happens in his little corner of the state and along his little corner of the border has national security ramifications. Something Democratic Secretary of State Adrian Fontes, who grew up on the Arizona border, acknowledges.
We have to be concerned with security. That's the job of our government, is to protect us. Certainly.
And he told me on the AZ Political Podcast, which is available now at KTAR.FM, that as California's Attorney General, Kamala Harris is very familiar with border crime.
She's no stranger to the notion of these transnational gangs, drug importation, human trafficking, things of this nature. She's prosecuted a lot of these kinds of things. And I think that's one thing that a lot of people just want to forget because it's inconvenient for their politics.
Fontes also says that only focusing on the security on the border could lead to missed economic opportunities. Of course, that's something that Mayor Hewish would like to talk about with the vice president today. He'll have a chance to actually chat with her, and I'm sure he'll talk about how border security and economic opportunities are all tied together. But it's not good enough that Harris is going to the border in Arizona finally, because she needs to say the right things while she's there. And Chuck Todd believes that Kamala Harris can do a lot to assure undecided voters that she's not a closet commie or even a secret progressive by what she says today.
One way to do that would be to show up at the border today and reaffirm that we didn't get it right at first. We're getting this policy right now. Congress failed us. These executive orders are working. And when I take the oath, I'm going to reaffirm those executive orders until Congress gets that bill on my desk or something like that.
So far, all I've heard from the Dems is that second part, that Congress and Donald Trump failed by scuttling that border security bill. They need to go further and admit their mistakes and figure out how they're going to fix them. That's the most important thing that should come out of today. Not showing, not saying, but taking action eventually. I'm Jim Sharpe.
Thanks for watching Sharper Point. Click to see more from Arizona's Morning News and tap the button in the middle to subscribe.